Okay, we are live. Yes, good evening, fuckers, and it's yet another No Man's Sky live stream. I say that as if I do these things all the time. They are, yeah, pretty irregular, as I'm sure you don't need me to point out. But this one is going to be a bit different from the last two because for once I'm actually going to do some gameplay within this video. It's not just going to be not just going to be me waffling away about what I have done and look at this thing that I've built. Isn't that exciting? So yeah, this thing should be a bit more interesting. But before I get any of that underway, and while I'm waiting for anyone to show up, if they do, I will quickly go through some updates as far as my progress since my last live stream. I guess the main one is that the number of bases that I've built has grown significantly. Actually, that's not the main one. The main one is that I'm no longer in the Euclid galaxy. I've buggered off out of there. I'm now in the Eisentarm galaxy. You saw the last video I did about the system with the Royal Multitools, then yeah, you'll already be aware of that, but just in case you weren't, you are now. So that's the main one, but yeah, this is the second main progress. So all of these bases, I dare say, if you're going to be watching this thing, Jim has arrived, the one person who's watching at the moment. But yeah, if you have seen this thing, then you'll be aware of the bases that I've built, the vast majority of them being mines. But you may not be so aware of, yeah, the other, well, 7 bases that I have built since I did the guided tour one. So in that video, the most recent base stroke mine that I had built was the silver mine 1B. But since then, yeah, we have mines for paraffinium, ammonia, dioxide, pyrite, uranium and phosphorus, because I heard from about 3 or 4 people, I think it was 4, that they didn't know how to use you know, the salt and cobalt and what have you, to make, you know, the paraffinium, ammonia, dioxide, pyrite, uranium and phosphorus that you would also need if you're going to make the stasis devices and fusion igniters completely from scratch. And by the time I got the 4th one, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to have to build these, aren't I? And so I did. So yeah, those are all up and running. And then the final mine that I built was much more recent, and this is the only one that's in the Eisentarm galaxy, and that's the basalt mining outpost. I built it purely because I know basalt is difficult to find in the game. You don't need a lot of it, so it's not built on a hotspot. It just has 5 automated mining units built on top of a resource mound. Yeah, use the automated mining units to get the basalt. Don't use a terrain manipulator and take away the resource mound there, so no one else can use it. I will be far from happy if I find that that has happened. So yeah, there we go. 7 more bases built, which brings the total number of bases that I have, if you include the settlement, to 19. Yeah, rather more than I thought I was going to have. I guess that's really the main thing as far as my progress goes. My ships have all been, you know, they've all had additional upgrades and what have you fitted. This one in particular, the Anguillus, which is my Sentinel ship. Yeah, all but one of my ships now have 60 technology slots, and the Anguillus is one of two that is currently using 59 of the 60 tech slots, and pretty soon it will be using all 60 of them. Are you near the total base components limit? No, nowhere near it. Yeah, I can still build plenty more bases if I really want to. I'm not sure I do want to. Although, oh, actually, I'll come back to a point I was just going to make there in a sec. The other main thing that I've done predominantly with this ship is I did start fitting X-Class upgrades to it. But I very quickly stopped because trying to get decent X-Class upgrades is it's absolute endless frustration and tedium. It's awful, and I just got the arse-ache with it. So if I find any good X-Class upgrades now as a result of, you know, destroying enemy ships or whatever, then yeah, great, I'll make use of it. But I'm not going to any outlaw systems purely to try and buy the things, because you end up spending an absolute fortune as far as nanites go, in the hope that you might get one. Right, I'm not exactly lacking in nanites. I have 920,000, and up until a few days ago I had well over 1 million. But it's not so much the amount of nanites that I was spending to get get these things. It was the amount of time it was taking, especially as some of them are really not worth bothering with, you know. The Pulse Engine X-Class upgrades, they're great. I could almost say, yeah, they are worth going after. And the Shield ones, they're a sort of borderline case. If you get 3 of them, and they are all like, you know, 38 or 37%, then yeah, it does make a difference. Otherwise, again, it's not worth doing. So with the shields, it's all or nothing as far as going after X-Class stuff. But when it comes to the weapons in particular, I mean, here's you know, this X-Class upgrade for the what is it, positron ejector, and yeah, the differences are really negligible. Yeah, it's just not worth the grief, and it does get really tedious, you know, when you're buying your 15th X-Class upgrade and it's still shit. You know, yeah, it's not worth it. So for this video live stream, I will be heading to some Sentinel pillars and testing the effectiveness of various multi-tools. Because there are 7 different multi-tool types. It could be argued that there's actually 9 or even 10. But that's if you consider the pistol and the rifle variants as 2 different multi-tools. I don't really go in for all that. So yeah, I would say there's 7 of them. So there's the regular kind, which you know, is your Viking, your Korvax and Gek multi-tools. And then there's the more sort of like, well, sought after ones. They're also rarer. So that's, you know, your Sentinel, Atlantid, the autophage staff, the experimental, the alien, and the royal multi-tools. And I now have one of each, and I'll say fully upgraded. I've outfitted them to, you know, the max that I need them to be. I could still fit a couple more weapons on most of them, but yeah, all but one. But there's no point, because they would be two weapons that I will never use, no matter what. So yeah, I'll leave them as they are. So the first one I will be testing is the Royal Multitool here. Largely because it's you guys' fault that I have this. I put a poll up on my community tab because I had an Atlantid multi-tool which I thought looked a bit dull and boring. It wasn't the best looking Atlantid anyone's ever seen. And so I was going to replace it, and I couldn't decide whether or not to replace it with another Atlantid or a Royal, hence the poll. And it was 100% in favour of getting the Royal. I did end up getting both of them, but yeah, I went with the Royal first. And when I first got it, I was not impressed with this thing. Largely because I fucked up how I installed the weapons and that. But once I changed the loadout a bit and put the weapons in a better sort of order and put them in the right sort of slots, it got a hell of a lot better. So we'll see how this does. The Royal Multi-Tool is actually not the best one if you are going, you know, if you're after a multi-tool that's geared towards combat. There are 3 specialist areas, and as far as the rare multi-tools go, there are 2 of them that are the best in each area. Lukozer poll, get stroke, do the winning option, then do the others anyway. Yeah, well, why not, eh? Yeah. So the 3 main areas are, yeah, combat, mining, and scanning. Now, scanning and mining, really, I'm not that fussed about either of those. I've long since reached a point where, you know, getting units is not a big deal, and getting resources, again, not a big deal. I've got plenty of both. But that doesn't mean that they are no good at combat. In fact, far from it, as hopefully I will be illustrating. So the Royal Multi-Tool here, its strong point is scanning. Whoopie-doo. The other one which is best for scanning is the experimental. The 2 that are best for mining are the Atlantid multi-tool and the alien multi-tool, which leaves the 2 best for combat, which are the Sentinel and the autophage staff. I'll leave those 2 till last, because even though the Sentinel multi-tool is supposedly, yeah, one of the best for combat, the damage potential on my one would suggest otherwise, especially when you compare it to one of my other multi-tools that is supposedly not geared towards combat. Anyway, we shall start then by demonstrating the Royal Multi-Tool. So to do this, I wasn't expecting an enemy ship to crop up, but I may as well dispatch him. Get a lock on you. Fuck. There he goes. My squadron has turned up, and my squadron consists entirely of squid exotics. Anyway, so yeah, I've already got a Sentinel pillar discovered. So it'll make going to this first one pretty easy. So let's get underway. So this acrid planet, it's also an infested planet, so yeah, you got the old giant worms jumping around all over the place. Now hopefully this is not going to be one of the Sentinel pillars that I've already cleared out. No, it ain't. That's good. Right. Sit down. Are you still playing Elite? I haven't played it for a while, but I haven't completely abandoned it. It would appear I have been here before, but well, everything is still standing, so that's okay. Right, now where's that? There he is. So we'll start by mining the 3 nodes. So already the Sentinels are rather nonplussed. Okay, that's the easy bit. Now let's start the old Sentinel killing. Which would be a hell of a lot easier if they were closer. There we go. Yeah, they're all hanging back a fair bit. Right, that's wave 1 dealt with. Right, so when the waves come in, the first one you want to deal with is that sort of triangle shaped one, because it keeps calling in reinforcements. And then you want to take out the ones that keep doing the repairs. Because yeah, they are a real pain in the arse. So that's those little ships there. Okay, so that's wave 2, nice and quick. Fucking repair one is alright. Repair one is down. So the quad has shown up. Not doing me any favours, but my shields are really good. I just saw another of those, yeah, reinforcement calling ones. Let's deal with this fucker. There we go. Right, I think this is the last one for this wave. Yep, there we go. So we're on to wave 4. So this is where another Minotaur shows up. Right. Sort out this cunt before he calls in any reinforcements, and then we go after the repairing ones. They don't take many hits to bring down. There's another reinforcement. He's calling them in. They arrived before I was able to take that fucker out. Okay. No problem at all. So we're on to the 5th and final wave. So this time we'll get a walker and possibly another Minotaur. There's the walker showing up. There's the Minotaur. Alright, that's the Minotaur dealt with ultra quick. And this isn't going to take too long. That's him down. Two walker primes. And I think that might be it. Yep, there we go. The multi-tools from the Sentinel pillars in this system are really not that great. In fact, that's a masterpiece of understatement. They are pretty shit, but yeah, that's actually the better of the two. Yeah. So there we are. One Sentinel pillar cleared out pretty fucking quickly. So how am I able to take them out that fast? Well, one of the reasons is the fact that yeah, I supercharged the pulse splitter, but another contributing factor to it is the fact that I use the voltaic amplifier, and I have that supercharged as well. So the voltaic amplifier will increase the amount of damage you do to stunned enemies, which is why I use the paralysis mortar. Now if it wasn't in a supercharged slot, it does an extra 21% damage to stunned enemies, which is a decent amount. But put it in a supercharged slot and that goes up to 50%. And that makes quite a difference. And that is, I think, the biggest contributing factor to being able to take them out pretty quick. Now a lot of players will say that you know, the voltaic amplifier already does enough additional damage and it's not really worth putting it into a supercharged slot. Yeah, that could well be the case. You saw how quickly I dispatched that lot, so I doubt, you know, I doubt I'm going to be held up too much more if this is not supercharged. So I could supercharge another weapon, but yeah, I like it. You know, it works well for me. So when it comes to dispatching Sentinels, that is the combination that I use pretty much exclusively. You know, voltaic amplifier, you know, helping out with the paralysis mortar there, and then using the pulse splitter to just blast the fuckers to pieces. I need to definitely sort out my multi-tool. I get smashed the fuck by wave 5. Well, it's not just the multi-tool, it's also your exosuit as well. But, right, let's see what we got from the old salvage glass. Got 13 salvage glass this time. Didn't get very much in the way of the items that I actually wanted. That I will sell. Lemium, I'm pretty sure I don't need any more of. No. So, Lemium I will sell as well. So this one, the Sentinel exosuit fragment, you can install 3 of them. I've got 3 installed. This one is, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. The other 2 are a lot better. This one would be better still if it didn't have core health. Believe it or not, core health is actually one of the worst things you can have in the you know, in these 3 upgrades. Same with the autophage upgrades here as well, because core health has a cap. Once it reaches 100, or technically once it reaches 102, that's it. You can't add any more to it. And by the time you've got these 3 things fitted, your core health is already at you know, at least 100. So core health is a bit of a waste. Fuck it, let's have a look and see what this one is. It's probably going to be utter shite. Well, that don't look bad at all. Right. So shield strength. So shield strength will go down by 1%. That's not a problem. Sprint distance will go down by 4%. Again, not a problem. Fuel efficiency will go up. And life support tanks will go up by 105% because that will replace the core health. There we go. Right, so that core health one is going. That is taking its place. That is not bad at all. But these ones here are the ones that I am particularly keen to get. Although their usefulness is not as widespread as you may first think. So it's these 3 things here. The forbidden multi-tool modules. And none of the ones that I've got fitted here are that brilliant. I mean, fire rate of plus 20 sounds great, but there's no extra damage. So yeah, I'm not that fussed about that one. And they are supposed to affect all weapons, and I was convinced that they were affecting all weapons until I tested them out by removing them from, it was actually this multi-tool. I originally had these 3 in 3 supercharged slots, so I was really bumping up the effect that they had. But when I took them off, all but one of my weapons were exactly the same. So yeah, unfortunately, this is not by design. I think the design is they are supposed to affect all weapons, but unfortunately they don't. The only weapon they affect is the bolt caster. Now, that doesn't mean dismiss it out of hand. With 3 of these, along with a fully upgraded bolt caster, it turns a pretty bog standard weapon. Bolt caster is not that great, but it turns it into a weapon that is fucking lethal. So, you know, if you don't want to ponce about with installing loads of different weapons, you prefer just sticking with the bolt caster and slapping 3 of these on, especially if you put them in a supercharged slot, yeah, your bolt caster becomes absolutely devastating. But I don't use the bolt caster very often, so yeah, it's not for me. So I'll get some more of these. I'll wait till I've done all of the tests and yeah, see how many of these I've got. But I say some of my multi-tools, they're really shit actually. The forbidden upgrades, so I could do with improving them. Yeah, no end. Oh yeah, I also forgot. The weekend event has already started. I've already done it, and this weekend's event is build an outpost. Not my favourite mission type. So having done that, it means I've now got 10 leftover metal plating. And if I'm going to build a storage unit or a storage tank for one of my mines, I need 10 metal plating. So if there is one of my mining bases you want to have its capacity increased by 1,000, let me know, because I've got the means to do it. It will only be that one, but yeah, one of them can be increased. Anyway, enough of all this waffle. Let's head back to the station. No more. So the next multi-tool that I will test will be the, let's see what we got here. Fucking dirty freighter. One thing I do not need is more gold, so I'll leave that. Yeah, the next multi-tool that I will test will be the experimental multi-tool. That was the last one I got. I mean, I now have 6 multi-tools, so I can't get any more. I have no real need to get any more. I won't bother selling anything until I've done it all, because it's just like tiny little items. So we'll switch then to the experimental multi-tool, which is this one. I had never seen a red experimental multi-tool before, so as soon as I saw it, I thought, yeah, I'm fucking having that. It was only a B class when I got it, so you know, 75,000 nanites, getting it up to S class. If you look at the damage potential, that is pretty low, 16,959, and this has the lowest damage potential of any of the multi-tools I have. But we look at the layout. So yeah, I have 3 of these things. I mean, look at them, they are pretty shit. So yeah, those I do want to replace. But we have the voltaic amplifier, which is in a supercharged slot. We have the paralysis mortar. We have the supercharged pulse splitter with 1 supercharged upgrade. But that's just it, it's only 1 supercharged upgrade, which is why I think the damage potential is down on here. The other supercharged slot, the last one, is here for the neutron cannon. Now I only use the neutron cannon in one place, but yeah, if I'm there and I need the neutron cannon, then it becomes absolutely vital. So it's not like, you know, it's being wasted. Yeah, it's certainly not being wasted. Right. So we won't go back to that acidic planet because it drains my hazard protection at quite a rate. So we'll go to this planet dead ahead, which is a paradise planet. And hope that there are Sentinel pillars available here. Now this is why I'm in my Sentinel ship, because when you're travelling in a planet atmosphere and travelling around you know, the planet's surface here, the Sentinel, yeah, the Sentinel ship is by far the fastest ship you can have. I mean, my one here, yeah, I'm doing 532. Obviously, that's with boost, but oh, we have a wrecked freighter, but I'm not that fussed about that. Oh bollocks! I hate it when it does this. Yeah, trying to select the option, but of course it uses the same key as the key to initiate landing. What I was meant to do was, where have I put them? Right there. Look for Sentinel pillar using the Sentinel boundary map. So we've got a nest, it's over there. That looks like it's off planet. Yeah, it is. Okay. Now, while the Sentinel ship is the fastest ship you can have when you're travelling around planet's surface, it's also one of the slowest ships when you are travelling in space. The only ship slower than this is the living ship, for obvious reasons. I just hope this isn't going to send me back to either the one I've just done or an area where it's already shut down. Covered in fucking fag ash. Well, the pillar is still standing. I'm not seeing any Sentinels though. I've clearly not been here before. Well, it doesn't say anything about the Sentinels being shut down. Doesn't need to. I've just seen the proof that they have been shut down. One of the barrels here. Yeah, when you shut down the Sentinels, they don't just disappear. They all self-destruct. And over here is the remains of a Multitool. I think that's the only two. Right. I'll create a restore point and then we'll reload. I thought didn't think I'd scanned those small pebbles. Have I scanned the oxygen plant? Yes. Okay, right. Restore point made. Let's reload it. Everyone seems a bit quiet on the old chat front tonight. Well, amazing, we've got 6 concurrent viewers. I wasn't expecting that. Yes, I do genuinely consider 6 to be a lot. Just stuff in my face, hence not typing. It's not going to go down in history as one of the rarest of events, that is it? But there you go. Okay, there's yeah, there's one of the giant worms. Anyway, as you saw, the Sentinels are back. So let's get ourselves ready. So we'll mine this lot. You can see this is much slower at mining. I mean, it's not useless at it, but yeah, it is a lot slower. Right. So, the weakest combat stats. Let's see how it does. That didn't look weak to me. Where's the last one? It's over here. There's another one behind me as well. Oh, that one behind me looks like it's a long way off. Yeah, fucking searching the area. I'm right here, you little cunt. Right, so I've been detected. Here we go. Right, wave 2 is about to start. The black market pilot has landed right here. Yeah, believe me, you don't want to stick around here, mate. Why does it keep putting... Oh, I think it keeps putting the weapon away because of that fucking ship. Alright, now he's finally pissed off. Right, stop him before any reinforcements come along. Again, they're searching. He's way up here. Do it up there for you, fucking useless little pleb. Right, so that's wave 2 done. So where the fuck are you lot going? So this is when the quad will show up. You can already hear it. There it is. There it goes. Now I saw, yeah, another, yeah, before he gets the chance to call any of his reinforcements in. Okay, wave 4 coming up. There he is. Now in terms of firepower, the Multitool isn't particularly like lethal. It's just that it's incredibly strong. It can take a lot of punishment before he finally comes down. The thing is, that also applies to me as well. Right, wave 5. Final wave. Quad. fire the fucking... Ah, you cunt. Oh, he's down anyway. Alright, there's the walker. We'll take out everything else first before we worry about him. We'll take out everything I can see before him. 2 more of those repairing shits. I mean, once you cripple the walker, as you can see, it does not take much to bring it down. There we go. The other thing is also, if you collect the brain there before you then shoot that, you get 2 of them instead of just the 1. But there we are. That is that wave done. Well, it was certainly more difficult using this multi-tool than the previous one, the Royal, but it weren't bad. So there's another Sentinel pillar has been revealed, which is certainly useful. But I will need to change multi-tool and also head back to the station first. So let's do that. So yeah, the experimental multi-tool, it's no slouch at combat, even though the stats show 16,959. It's very low potential damage. And when you consider that my top one is not that far off 3 times that amount damage output. I mean, it's not 3 times, but it's not far off it. Right, now we're down. Let's take a look at what we've got. We'll just get rid of the stuff that we picked up. Let's just check the salvage glass here. Right, so I now have 4 of the Sentinel weapon shards. I need dirty bronze as well, yep. So I will sell those 2 because I can't believe I'm going to get any better in my the Sentinel exosuit modifications. So I won't try any of those. I'll just flog them. So we'll get rid of all the useless stuff that I got there. Can't use Starship batteries on the Sentinel ship, but I've got plenty of other ships that need them, so I'll keep them. Right, so sell those 2, 928 nanites, brings you up to 922,420. Not bad. Now, how are we doing as far as the ammo on this thing? Recharge that. That's fine. Right. So we will change the multi-tool again, and we'll change it to the alien multi-tool. It's a great looking thing, This alien multi-tool was only a C class when I got it, so yeah, 85,000 nanites spent getting it up to S class, and yeah, I mean it's the same story. But look at the damage potential here, 32,684, so it's getting on for double the damage potential of the experimental that I've just tried. So this thing could be pretty fucking lethal. This is not the highest either. And this is one of the things that I got a bit confused about, because the alien multi-tool is not considered one of the two best for combat, and yet the damage potential here is better than the damage potential on one of my multi-tools that is you know, has bonuses as far as damage. It's a more of a specialist combat one. So I don't really know what is going on there. I suspect my weapon loadout has something to do with it. So again, paralysis mortar here, supercharged voltaic amplifier, and the pulse splitter. Now 2 of my 3 upgrades here are supercharged. I dare say that is playing yeah, a major part in those damage potential figures. It's not an ideal layout for the pulse splitter though, because really I would want the 2 supercharged ones touching. Could have actually put it there, in fact. Oh yeah, I didn't put it there because yeah, they would have been even more spread out if I tried using 3 of them that way. So yeah, anyway, great looking multi-tool. To date I've never actually tried this multi-tool in combat, so this will be a bit of a first for me. I am intrigued to see how it does. Right, we'll head to that nest site that was discovered. We already know that the Sentinels will all be offline, so once I've landed and got out, we'll reload the restore point again, and then they'll all be activated once more. Yeah, you can see the remains right there. So obviously I'll grab them. Another salvaged glass, that's handy. Unknown sector, so I haven't been to this one before either. And the fact that I haven't been to this one before, I mean, it's highly unlikely, but we'll have a look and see if there's a decent multi-tool here. Well, it's a different one. I mean, the fact that it's got 27 slots is not bad when you first pick it up. It's B class, so it could be, I mean, that could be a lot worse. It's not too shabby for a standard. Right. So let's create the new restore point and then reload it. Actually, while I'm in the ship, I'll also I forgot to sell the lemium. Oh well. Let's check what that is. That's another exosuit one. Yeah, let's top up my...
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Hazard protection. Right. Restore point saved. Let's reload. Bring the Sentinels back to life. Just so I can kill them all again. Well, I don't know if Smoky Stover UK is still watching, but since you were asking about Elite Dangerous, I assume that everyone has seen the stats for the new Type 8. It don't look too shabby. You wouldn't want to be going into combat in the thing, but it don't look too bad. Right. I'll need that wall between me and the Minotaur. Yeah, let's get harvesting. That was quite slow mining that. This is supposed to be the best mine, or one of the best for mining. That seems very slow. Ah, fucking... Here we go. Right, let's see how it does in combat. Whoa, that was not too bad. Right, that's wave one. Another black market ship has landed. Right, here we go. Black market bloke is pissing off. Can't say I blame him. Wave 2 was not difficult at all. Oh, why are they searching? I'm right here. So I'm able to take out 4 without having to reload. That's an improvement on all of the multi-tools I've used so far. But alright, it is only 3 of them. I didn't need to use a paralysis mortar there. It was calling in reinforcements. Oh, that was close. J, on to wave 4. I better stand over here, that way they'll actually see me when they show up. Right, here we go. Five without having to reload. I mean that, yeah, that was wave 4 done. So paralysis mortar and voltaic amplifier means that you can deal with those Minotaurs absolutely no problem. Oh, I fucking missed with most of them. Now, where's that fucking reinforcement core? Where'd he land? Some of that, you fuck. Right, I think that's him crippled. Wow, that had a lot more shielding there. There we go. And there we are. Local network has been disabled again. Yeah, that multi-tool was fucking great. But what I don't get is, yeah, the alien multi-tool is supposed to be best for mining, or that's what it's supposed to be best at. But that was quite a slow mining rate, and meanwhile its combat was fucking great. Do the Sentinel shields also protect you? Oh, definitely better at combat than mining, that multi-tool. Yeah, definitely. Do the Sentinel shields also protect you? What, the ones that, those red ones that they put up? If that's what you mean, yes, they do. The Sentinel that puts them up can't fire on you because it's having to power that, but all the others are firing. But yeah, it stops their shots just as much as it stops yours. So yeah, if you stand behind them, it will deflect them. But as you've seen 3 times now, I've not needed to use them for that. You know, clearing out the Sentinels is no problem. So, right, did that reveal a new Sentinel nest? No, it's just showing this one, and I'm not seeing any others. Okay, well, that's a bit of a piss up. It's a good job I got a load of those Sentinel boundary charts. So let's head back to the station. Right, so I only got 9 salvaged glass that time. Oh, let's see what we get from it. There's another chart there, so I'm up to 7 of these. It should be at least like one half decent one among them. Any worth flogging? Yeah, right. So 1,392 nanites for that little lot, not bad. Let's flog what I've got here. Yeah, remember to sell the limium this time. I think it was just those two, wasn't it? Yep. Hang on. I've got 9 Sentinel boundary maps here, plus the 11 in my... yeah, I forgot that I had a load in this ship. Right. We change multi-tool again then. So I'll leave the 2 combat, or the ones that are supposed to be the best for combat, till last. So the next multi-tool then is my favourite one. This is the Atlantid. Atlantid multi-tools, they're always black and either blue or red. They always look great. So of course my one is white, yellow and gold. I love that colour scheme. I love how it looks. So yeah, I'll definitely have that. But as far as the weapon layout goes, it's all very familiar. I even have a couple of X-class upgrades on my scanner, but I mean scan radius 48%, scan radius 47%, and the additional you know, boost in payouts is, I mean, it's useful. I'm not going to say no to it, but yeah, I wanted the scan radius boost. This multi-tool doesn't have the greatest scanner range, so the fact I've got it up to 1850, thanks in no small part to such a large scan radius boost here. I mean, this one's 31%. That's actually a bit shit for an S-Class one. You can usually get sort of around anywhere between 35 and 39, so you know, they are pretty good. But yeah, 47, 48%, that's great. So the usual paralysis mortar right here, supercharged voltaic amplifier here, and pulse splitter, which is supercharged, as are 2 of the upgrades, and the third one's right here. So the slot layouts for this one are fucking absolutely nailed on, like properly fucking good. So damage potential 21,814, 814 rather. So it's quite a bit lower than the alien multi-tool I've just tried, but yeah, I've used this in most of the combat that I've done since I got it, and it's no slouch, believe me. So seeing as I've got to find the next Sentinel nest, let's see if one will show up on this planet. I mean, I know they will, because I've done at least 4 on this planet, so I know they're here. Right, let's see where it takes us. It's looking off-world again. Oh, no it isn't. Right. Nothing more there. Concurrent viewers has halved. It's now at a more sort of usual level 3. Now what I'm hoping is that, because that last one I cleared out, yeah, it was on a different planet, so this one should still be operational, and it is. Right, let's get what we can from here. That thing is constantly following me, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Significantly faster at mining than the alien multitool. And now time to kill these fuckers. Effortless. So they're searching. Where is he? He's right over here. Oh, come on, you can see me, surely. It gave up. Oh, where are these lot? Right here. Right, well that's wave one, but they're sending me further and further away from the pillar. Here we are. Right, this is better. Where's that last one? Oh, he's only one of these piss out little things. Okay, wave 2 done. Where are they? Saying they're searching so they can't find me. Oh, here they are. I can hear the quad, but I can't see it. Oh, there he is. Some of that. On the way 4. Again, searching. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Right, wave 5 coming up. That thing needs to move out of the way because, yeah, he's not going to last long if he sticks around here. I know they can't move very fast, but he's got an incentive to do so. Well, it looks like one of my shots has hit an animal. How the fuck did that thing manage to repair itself? Have some of that, you fuck. I'm seeing loads of didn't really want to kill it, but yeah. So there's a lot of reinforcements being called in. I can't find the... There it is. think this is the last of them. Oh, no, I'm still here, something moving around. Where is it? Ah, there it is. I think that must be it. Yep, there we go. So, yeah, I mean, it performs pretty much as you would expect. That was the best multi-tool so far. Well, this one, the Atlantic one. I mean, let's face it, they're all decent. But, yeah, I mean, I like how the Atlantic multi-tool looks, and believe it or not, that is my #1 reason for liking the thing. But, mining, it's really good for mining. It is really quick. The fact that I've got those X-Class upgrades in the scanner means that my one's got pretty good scanner range, and it does, you know, a hefty amount of damage in combat. So yeah, I mean, it does the business. No two ways about it. So yeah, didn't want to kill that thing, but more ingredients. I mean, look how much fucking puglium I'm getting. So that lot will be, I mean, I'll only get 399 nanites for it, but yeah, I'll refine that lot. So let's see what we've got in the salvage glass. Yeah, so out of that lot, I only got one more weapon shard. Right, let's head back to the station. Now, one drawback that using the pulse meter does have, and you may have noticed it, I'm going through ammo like fuck only knows what. And even though I'm picking up a decent amount of it, nowhere near enough to make up the amount I'm using. I mean, it's not like ammo is difficult to get, but you only need 50 ferrite dust to make 1250 projectile ammo. So yeah, it's not the end of the world, but not ideal. Is that all it was in there? Yeah, okay. I thought there was more than that. No, don't want to sell that lot. It's those. Right. So we know that those two planets are now going to be pretty much clear of Sentinels, certainly the vast majority of them. So let's reload the restore point so that the Sentinels are back. And we shall test the first of the multi-tools that are, yeah, considered the top for combat. So that will be the Sentinel multi-tool. Now for a while I used to use this multi-tool like nigh on constantly. I haven't actually used it for ages. You can tell I went really overboard with this one. So this has pretty much every weapon fitted to it. Fuck knows why, because I never used the blaze javelin and I never used the plasma launcher, so yeah. But as far as everything else, it's not quite business as usual. I mean, the voltaic amplifier is there and it is supercharged. The pulse splitter is there, that is supercharged, but only one supercharged procedural upgrade, and the other, or the final supercharged slot is for the neutron cannon. That probably explains why this combat, or this multi-tool that's supposed to be one of the best for combat, and its damage potential is less than 20,000. 19,396, which makes this the second lowest in terms of damage potential. But I think that has more to do with the weapon layout that I've put on it than, you know, the actual multi-tool itself. So I keep forgetting I've got all of these. Let's just quickly shift them and then flog them, and then we'll launch. I am yet again fast approaching the unit cap. I'm 14 million shy of it. Okay, now we are all set. So we'll head back to the Paradise planet again, see if we can find another Sentinel pillar while we're here. I do like how fast this ship is when you're travelling around a planet's surface.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Right, where is this one? It is on this planet. Here we go. Yeah, 533 while travelling around planet's surface. 535. I mean, that ain't bad. That's not even the fastest this thing can do. Well, actually, this looks like it's the same one that I've just been to, but of course it has been reset. Yeah, so the three nodes that I mined they're already out of it. So for this one, it is just a case of start shooting the fuckers. Right, I have not done any combat with the Sentinel multi-tool for a long old while. I've also noticed, you see the glitch. Sentinel multi-tool, it's not actually showing up. Oh, right, here we go. Oh, okay. Despite the fact that it was slow to fire because it had to reload, that wasn't too bad. There's the others. I can hear one. There it is. You know, this thing is yeah, this is destroying them really quick. Alright, I'm over here. It's taking me further and further away. Right, wave 2. Well, I'm right next to her. I may as well fucking use the knowledge stone. Right, now let's try and get back to the pillar.
Sentinel combat unit deployed.
Where are they? There they are. Hell. This has me wondering, why do I not use this more? Right, reinforcements en route. Another one of the remains. Barely hit anything there. Well, take this fucker out. Oh. Yeah, there you go. So the shield is stopping the quads shots. Right, on to phase 4.
Sentinel movement detected.
See the Multitools just showing up. Up. Okay, so we're on to phase 5.
Sentinel movement detected.
Bit slow there on the old repair front, pal. And down he goes. Still one repair on left there. That should be it. There we are. Yeah, if it weren't for the annoying glitch and not being able to see the multi-tool, that one was fucking great. That really was doing the business. So yeah, I'm really chewing through the old ammo here. Let's make a few more. There we go. But yeah, so the Sentinel multi-tool, it is a great combat multi-tool. There's no two ways about it. So even though it was showing the damage stats relatively low, yeah, it still really does dish it out. And of course, if you are subscribed to my channel, you'll know that I've posted a video showing the location of an S-Class Sentinel multi-tool. So I think it is definitely worth going and getting it. So, okay, let's go and flog that lot. Well, I say lot, two things, but so another 1,392 nights. So I've seen this solar ship turn up here before. I think that looks fucking great. I love that yellow and I think it's sort of like a brownish colour, but it looks fantastic. That almost a shame I've already got a solar ship. Right, what I'll do, so that I'm not having to worry about hazard protection, we'll reload the restore point, and that way hopefully the final Sentinel pillar will be on the Paradise planet again. Before that, we changed multi-tool again to the final one, the autophage staff. Now if you watched any of the early videos I did of this particular playthrough, you'll spot straight away that this is a different staff. I put together a new one and a much better one. It does still have the same glitches that the previous staff had, and it would appear the Sentinel multi-tool also has. I'm really liking that Sentinel multi-tool. Yeah, it's a great one, no doubt about it. So this one, it has a loadout that I'm sure you are becoming very familiar with. One supercharged voltaic amplifier. One, if I can find where I've put it. There it is. One paralysis mortar. And one overcharged pulse splitter. And this has two of the upgrades in supercharged slots, which means that this thing has a damage potential of 43,966.8. It's by far the most powerful one that I've got. So this has the potential to pretty much liquidize any Sentinel that I come up against. So let's see how it does. If I head over this side, then maybe it'll get us a different pillar. Okay, let's search for one.
Navigational data received.
Revealed, but where is it? That is on this planet. Okay, see if we've been here before. No, we haven't. Nothing to pick up though. I don't know where he's pissing off to, but I'm quite happy for him to get out of the way while I'm mining these nodes. Okay, let's see how this does now that it's turned invisible. It's certainly slower than the Atlantid at mining, but it's not terrible. Okay, now let's give it a proper workover. So I didn't even use the paralysis mortar on that one. Right, where's that one's a bit far away. There was another one over here somewhere. That's fucking annoying, I can't even see it. I have a horrible feeling. The one that's over here. Okay, thankfully I was wrong. I thought it was embedded inside the pillar. Oh, come on, you shit, come spot me. Right, so wave 1 begins. Well, wave 1 was very short.
Warning. Sentinel combat unit deployed.
Okay. Wave 3 incoming.
Warning. Elite Sentinel Force.
They're searching. See the quad. Yeah, there it is. In fact, the quad's already taken a hit. Fucking, yeah, have some of this. Oh. Surprised I left that one till last. There you go. I mean, this is just melting through these waves.
Warning. Sentinel movement detected.
Alright, where are they? Yeah. Get in before he calls anyone else in. One more repair. There we go. Right, so just this backer left. Let's there we go. Okay. Wave 5 is here.
Warning. Sentinel movement.
Your repairs weren't much caught, were they, mate? Alright, there we go. Alright, I think that means the walker's the only one left. Oh no, there is a looks like a repair one. I mean, look at that damage. It just. So the last one is, yeah, way over there. I mean, the chances of me actually hitting it are remote, to say the least. The thing is, that's the last one. If I do that, I've cleared this area out, but it couldn't have put it any fucking further away, could it? Alright, well, it took some hits. Does that mean it's actually going to start heading my way? There we go, he's gone. And that, yep, is the network down yet again. I should build another Sentinel nest. Do I pretend I didn't see the legs get up and then fall down again? So yeah, there we are with the autophage staff. When it comes to combat, it is by quite some distance the best one. Of course, the only drawback, actually I wouldn't say it's a drawback, obviously you need to actually get the autophage mission, or the introductory mission done. But then, I mean, building one of the autophage staffs is part of that introductory mission, so I mean, it looks shit, it looks really basic, so as soon as you built it and finished that mission, you then basically want to scrap it and build yourself a decent one. But yeah, once you've done that, yeah, you've got a multi-tool that it means as far as combat goes, you are pretty much unstoppable. I forgot to, okay, I've only got 2 to hand in anyway, so a whole, oh, I had 3, whole 9 nanites. Right, let's head back to the space station. So we've seen then all 6 of the sought after multi-tool variants. Now, as far as which one is best, it is entirely personal preference. As I say, my favourite is the Atlantid. But I mean, really, the bottom line is that whichever one you get, once you've got it to S-Class, and once you've you know, got all of your upgrades, which includes blueprint upgrades, you know, you're going to wipe the floor with anything that comes along. Even the slowest mining speed is still perfectly fine. The chances are you're never going to be in a desperate hurry when it comes to, you know, mining stuff anyway, so the mining speed is not that important. Scanner range is always handy, so you know, the ones with decent scanner range are certainly useful, but you know, once you've got 3 of the procedural upgrades on there on your scanner, unless you're really unlucky like I was a couple of days ago, when I first got the experimental multi-tool, the 3 scanner upgrades, none of them had scanner range improvements. So yeah, my scanner range stayed pretty shit. So unless that happens to you, which is unlikely, then you know, the scanner range is always going to be pretty decent on any of the multi-tools, certainly good enough. And you've seen for yourself that as far as combat goes, yeah, any of them is good enough to take out a Sentinel pillar with no problem. Yeah, the autophage staff kicks the arse off the others in combat, but its mining is a lot slower than the Sentinel multi-tool. Sentinel tool seems like the best all-rounder, but it's best to have both. Or best to have all 6 if you're me. Yeah, I mean, I think the autophage staff is better than the Sentinel multi-tool, but you know, it's personal preference, a lot of this stuff, so you know, what works for me is not necessarily going to work for everybody else. Okay, let's see what we've got in the way of yeah, salvage here. Right, so I now have 11 of the 12 actually of the forbidden multi-tool modules. So surely now I can get some decent ones fitted here, because yeah, here these are all pretty good, so those certainly don't need changing. But the experimental one, I mean, that was shit. They all need changing on the experimental, so let's see how we do with this. So that is shite. So is that. That is not. That is fucking good. Okay, get rid of that one. That goes on. Right. Let's see what we got next. I mean, it's better. It's still not fantastic, but there we are. Right. Okay, this one I'm going to store because I know some of my others are pretty shite, and 18 and plus 2. Okay, so yeah, those two are actually identical. Oh well. Right, well that will certainly help. Let's check the others. I can't remember too many of the other ones. I know this has 2 that are good. Ooh, if I was looking in the right place. Actually all 3 are fucking good. Right, okay, so that one is absolutely fine. Let's check the old great. It's great. Yeah, I thought that one would be alright. Let's try the Royal. Yeah, the Royal ones are right borderline. I mean, none of them are shite, but none of them are great. Okay, we won't change those just yet. Let's try the staff. Yeah, see, that one is great. The other 2 are very, again, borderline. Let's try this one. This one's a fucking pain in the arse to change, so yeah, these 2 are a bit shit. That one is borderline, so, right, so I've got to remove something, only temporarily, but yeah, I need to store something in order to be able to do anything there. Okay, so what was that one again? Fire rate 14. So it doesn't add any damage, but the firing rate is good enough, so, right. Not that at the moment. Let's try the last of these. No, that's wanky, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, even that's not great. Better firing rate, but no. Right. No. It looks better than it is. That is just fucking shit. So's that. Well, firing rate and damage increase. See, that firing rate is a bit shit. So even though the damage increase, this is +2 and this is only +1, I think it's still a better one. So put that in. So it's getting better, but it's not hugely better than that. Ah, that's a lot better. Right, that has the slowest firing rate and it has no additional damage, so yeah, that's the one that will go. There we go. That's not too shabby. Well, chances are I'm not going to change anything else on any of the multi-tools now, so yeah, what they've got there, that will do. For some reason the lights on the head here are not showing anymore. Okay, let's reload the restore point and get this thing actually looking like it should. So anyway, we've done on foot combat. So now we can try some ship combat. And this is where I'm going to try something that I've never done in No Man's Sky before. So let's first of all see what is there to get shot of. I don't know if there is going to be the demand for me to test every single one of my ships. Maybe let us know in the chat if you really want to see every single one being done.
Units received.
But we'll start with the Sentinel ship, the Angulus, because this has had the most, we've certainly got the most X-class upgrades of any ship in my fleet. It has 10 of them. Also has a hefty amount of trail colouring and bobbleheads. So as far as all of the performance boosts go, it's got everything except the one that's a bit shit really. I'm not fussed about it. Definitely interested in seeing the living ship in combat and your loadout. Well, okay, we'll do the living ship first then, because in fact, probably not going to come as any big surprise, but the living ship is the weakest combat ship that I have. I mean, it looks great, and it is a decent ship. There's no two ways about it. But yeah, in terms of its combat abilities, and certainly in terms of its manoeuvrability and its shield strength, it's the weakest ship I have. But that is a bit of a relative term, because it's yes, it is the weakest ship I have, but it is not a weak combat ship. You take this into combat if you're going up against, you know, pirate dreadnought, no problem. However, let's head to the planet. Yeah, I'm not going up against a pirate dreadnought here, because, well, to be honest, they're fucking easy. fuck it, let's just land here. So first thing I want to do is try and find a Sentinel. It says Sentinels infrequent, so this is a bit of a shit place to try and find them. Let's take a look at the system map. So there's high Sentinel activity there. That's a distant one. I don't know if it would work there. Okay, so there's only one with high Sentinel activity. It's a planet I don't think I've been to yet. No, I haven't. Right, Ishi 13/L6. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, there we are. That's it. Right, let's head for that one then. Here. Ah, condensed stellar ice. If memory serves. Yeah. There we go. So you got a load of dihydrogen. And that's all you do with that one. So this ship, again rather unsurprisingly, as well as being the slowest in space, it's also the slowest on the planet's surface. So yeah, full boost here and I'm doing 254. So it's less than half the speed of the Sentinel ship. Do a bit of scanning while I'm here. You always want to get the units and nanites for scanning, well, as much as you can, not absolutely everything, but a decent amount anyway. Finally got a fauna. I know there's only 7 on this planet, so I'm starting to think that the planet type that I'm looking for, as far as the fauna and being able to get the you know, farm the nutrient processor resources from them, yeah, it doesn't exist. So I'm after a planet where I can get eggs. I don't care what kind, but they just need to be eggs. Proto milk, sticky honey, and any other kind of milk that you know, I don't care again which. But yeah, I think that is a bit of a tall order. So that has that one had eggs, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything that even vaguely looks like it's going to be a sticky honey producer or a proto milk one. I think proto milk is the rarest of the lot. So I'm getting leopard fruit, which I'm not fussed about getting. Anyway, that's a reasonable amount of scanning. It's and in 71 nanites worth. Now where the fuck are the Sentinels? No sign of any. Let's see if we can find a see what am I doing? Because there was a building right close to where I'd landed. I doubt that is it, but anyway, let's head there. Because you never know, there may be Sentinels here. There isn't, but there might have been. Didn't think I'd scanned anything like that. Don't think I was. Yes, I have. Let's see what we got here. Ah, now that I'm trying to take this stuff, a Sentinel has turned up. Well, okay. Let's just quickly have a butcher's. Grab the 3 nanites. Right. Where's that Sentinel gone? Right there. Okay. So, Sentinels are coming after me, but I'm not fighting them on the ground. We're going to fight them in space. Let's see how we do against the Sentinel ships. I mean, that weren't too shabby. And of course my squadron's turned up and they're all in squid ships. Right, here comes the next lot. I mean, it's going through their shields in the fucking metaphorical blink of an eye, and it's not taking much to destroy the ships once the shields are down. And this is the weakest combat ship I've got. Right, so there's 2 of them this time. Lock on him, there we go. Here we are. Right. Grab that. And the next one. And down he goes. So, up to level 4. Nearly flew right into me. Right, we've got drained from that one. Get a lock on, here we are. Okay, so we're up to phase 5, and this is where a Sentinel freighter, Sentinel capital ship shows up. And this is what I've never done before. I've never even tried going after one of these. I usually just leave. Right, one. Oh, fuck's sake. Right, recharge the shield. That's it, I've got to remember. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I took quite a bit of damage there. Right, that's 2 of its shield generators down. Let's get one of these. Yeah, those fuckers are giving me a bit of grief. Alright, that's him down. Next shield generator. It's the next shield generator. I think. No, I haven't. Got to recharge again. That was close. Right, I think. Oh no, there's still one more. There we go. Right, now hopefully. Oh no, this cunt. Fucking how many of these ships has it got? So I've destroyed its shield generators, but I've got to now weaken the shields enough. Try and take out some of its defences. Looks like I have taken out a fair few there. Fuck's sake. Right, it's almost down. There it goes.
Starships defeated.
So yeah, you get the carrier AI fragment as a result of destroying that. But yeah, that was the first time I tried taking on a Sentinel capital ship. I made a bit of a meal of it, but considering, say, I'm in a ship with my shield strength's only 296, so shield strength is not even at 300. And well, I mean, as far as damage output goes, it was doing much better than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to really struggle, but yeah, that was doing a really decent amount. Right, let's get back to the space station and repair this damage, because yeah, I took quite a bit of damage there. So you see enough there to, yeah, to think that a living ship is worth upgrading.
Warning. Threat detected.
Pirate ship around. No, it's behind me. God, he's quite a way behind me. Okay. I mean, the pirate ships out here, even in this thing, I mean, they just do not stand a chance. There we go, so damage has been repaired. Okay. Take out everything that I'm not going to leave in this thing. I think you do fucking well against a Sentinel carrier, considering it was your first attempt and you are in your least combat proficient ship. Yeah, I mean, there is a ship that's even less sort of geared towards combat than a living ship. So let's have a stab at combat in that. And that is, of course, a hauler. Now, of course, the Iron Vulture, as this was, it's now the Ghidorah, is not exactly typical of, you know, yeah, it's not a typical hauler ship. But nevertheless, a hauler, you would be fucking mad going into combat in one of these. But I mean, look at these stats. And then again, remind yourself, this is a hauler. Maneuverability 1476. That's higher than, certainly higher than my exploration ship. I also think that's higher than both my exotics, the Squid and the Guppy. Hyperdrive range is pretty good. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. And besides which, in combat, hyperdrive range is really not the big deal. But then you get these two. Shield strength 466.5. Damage potential 496.5, and that's despite the fact that as far as weapons go, all of my ships bar my exploration ship have 4 weapons. They always have the rocket launcher, which I almost never use. They all have the phase beam, which I use purely for asteroid mining. They all have the positron ejector, because that weapon just suits my combat style, and it's the last weapon that I always vary just for the sake of it. And on this thing, I gave it the photon cannon. But its damage potential is close to 500. So if we expand the tech, that's the entire loadout. So I've only got 2 slots left. I know what's going in those 2 slots, so yeah, I know what the finished article will look like. This ship will use all 60 slots. So let's just see what stuff here is I need to save. I can put in the and that I can transfer to the Starship. That I can as well, because this is, yeah, so I've got room for 3 more Starshield batteries, and then all of the ships that I own that I can use these on, which is everything except the Sentinel ship and the living ship, will have the max 100. I thought I had another 3 somewhere. I don't know what happened to them. So right, that I will sell. That I will sell. Those 3 things there are all going to be refined. So right, let's just quickly flog these bits, and then we'll take the hauler out and see how that does. Was this that? It was almost it. Okay. There's the pirate transponder, and then that will be it. Okay. Right. So there is another way I can bring Sentinel ships out here, and that's if I do something like fire on a fire on another freighter, or I could fire on the space station. The trouble is, if I do that, yeah, my rating with the faction goes down. I don't really want to lose any.
Hostile ships approaching.
Get unlocked. There we go. Effortless.
Hostile ships defeated.
So, right, where was that planet that we went to? Is that it? Yeah. High Sentinel activity. So, we'll take out another Sentinel and see how we do against that. Or see how we do against the fleet of ships that will start heading our way as a result. You know, I've not used this ship very much since I got it, and that's despite the fact that it is by some distance the best hauler in the game. Oh, there it is. Alright. What have we got here? It's a waypoint marker. Well, there'll be some autophage here. I don't want to attack them, but what we can do we'll move all of the staff heads. And then we'll put one shaft and one core. There's always a good chance that a Sentinel will show up around a minor settlement, so we'll check that in a sec, if one doesn't show up here. Okay, so when you're assembling a staff, the pole component and the core component, they don't matter. What determines the class and what have you is always the head, because you never know what you're going to get. So if, as I have, I've got one of each, so you can test them all. So that one gets you a class B. It's not too shabby actually for a B class. Okay, let's try this one. So that gets you a B. Alright, Havoc. Gives you another class B. Slots layout is different, but that's about it. I thought there would have been more variation than this, but so, oh dear, that only gets you a C. I definitely don't want that. Now the Radiant Heart will often produce some pretty good stuff, but not here. Fucking hell, another C. Right, reclaimed claw. So that's an A. That's not a bad one. A class, 29 slots. So you only need to upgrade it once. That ain't too shabby at all. Can't see where the third supercharged slot is, unless that's it there, but I suspect it's going to be somewhere on the 4th row. Okay, so finally you got a reclaimed head. See what that gets us. So that only gets us a C. It gives you an X-class mining upgrade. To put it mildly, it's a shit one, but there you go. So yeah, that's not a very good selection there, but if you're going to make one here, then clearly the reclaimed claw is the one to go with. But that's just at this terminal. To be honest, what I've seen there, I wouldn't make a staff at this terminal unless it's like, you know, your very first one. But then chances are, if you're making your first autophage staff, then you're not going to be in the Eisentarm galaxy. So yeah, this is not a place to get your staff made. Oh well. And not one Sentinel showed up while I was doing all that. And that is a bit cuntish. There's nothing else around here, is there? No. Okay, right. Where's the ship? Let's head to that yeah, let's head to that minor settlement. I'm gonna tell you, my fucking back and my knees are really fucking killing me. Now, I suspect the multi-tool that's on offer here is not going to be a particularly good one. We'll have a quick look. This is the one I keep seeing everywhere. I mean, it's a nice looking one. I like the contrast of the sort of like mint green and this rather bright red. But yeah, I mean, okay, I'm in a position where I don't care if it's a C class. You know, if it still looked good, and you know the layout here was good, I'd still buy it because yeah, I've got nanites to burn. But yeah, if you're not in that position, yeah, I wouldn't worry about that one. C class is not going to impress anybody. I haven't got anything to flot on this. I have, right, 3 Viking effigy and another pirate transponder, so I may as well get shot at them while I'm here.
Received. Units received.
Right, let's see what we got over here. And last time I did this, a Sentinel showed up, so hopefully same thing will happen this time. It looks good, but it would cost a fair few nanites to upgrade. Are you talking about the... here we are. Are you talking about the... yeah, the multi-tool we just seen in the minor settlement? And we'll dig up this. And let's yeah, let's mine the right. So here they come. We shall piss off and head into space.
Hostile scan detected.
Right, let's see how we do. No problem. Mind you, that was only the first one. Let's go away from the planet a bit. And again, no problem. The old positron ejector is a bit more impressive a weapon than what I had on the living ship. Right, let's take out this fucker. I think there's 2 of them this time, yeah. Right, that was pretty easy. Don't think I've got the yeah, I didn't get the transponder or the equivalent of the transponder this time. Again, we'll shift away from the planet. So this is the last time that it's interceptors only. That's 1. Two. Got some more Starship batteries there. Alright, so next up is the Sentinel capital ship. And I'm taking out the defences with one shot. Where's those? Right. Let's sort out some of these interceptors. I need them to get in a range. I think that one is on his last legs. Yeah, there we go. I'm not going to worry about getting any of their salvage this time. I just want to, yeah, take them out. There we go. I don't need weapon overheating. There we go. Right. So the only thing left now is the capital ship itself. I've taken out 2 of its shield generators. The others are on the other side. Oh, there's still one here. Alright, there we go. Yeah, here we are. So this is going to get a bit hairy. Right, so its shields are disabled. Still got some of its defences, but not many. Right, don't really want to be using so the hull's vulnerable. I mean, it's taking quite a few hits, but yeah, it was actually quicker destroying it with the living ship than it is with this weapon. And down it goes.
Hostile ships deleted.
So again, carrier AI fragment. So in terms of shield strength, yeah, this did a hell of a lot better than the living ship. But I mean, that's hardly surprising. The living ship's shields aren't even at 300, and this one is almost 400. I think this one's nearly at 500. It needs assistance. Well, I've got a quantum computer. I'm quite happy to get rid of that because I'll probably get at least 90 nanites for that. Not 67, that's a lot less than usual, but still 67 for one quantum computer. I'm quite happy with that exchange. With your weapon loadout, your squadron seems rather redundant. Well, the squadron's usefulness is they're basically cannon fodder. they will distract enemy ships that will go after them, leaving you alone to do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. So yeah, the squadron is certainly useful, but yeah, you just got to use it right. Right. So we'll flog that that useless thing that I just got there, the Viking FG. I think that's everything. Yeah, let's say those three, they're all going into the into a refiner. But yeah, I think that will do. So we've seen, yeah, we've seen all 6 multi-tools and how well they do against Sentinels. So, you know, take your pick really. They all do a fucking decent job. And as far as taking out Sentinel ships, I mean, okay, my shields came down, I think it was twice, or was it 3 times in the living ship, and they came down once very briefly in the hauler here, but neither of those ships are really sort of, you know, ideal for going after Sentinel capital ships, and yet they are able to do it. So yeah, it shows that it shows what a fucking difference upgrades make. Not exactly an earth-shattering conclusion, but yeah, at least it demonstrated, you know, just how good those ships can be. And the same on the multi-tools, you know. Once you've got the things like fully outfitted and all the upgrades and that fitted to it, it doesn't matter if your ship or your multi-tool is geared towards scanning or geared towards mining or whatever, it's still going to be a fucking decent combat ship anyway. You should make a lethal shuttle. No, I'm not bothering with shuttles. Shuttles can't be upgraded to A class, S class. Sorry, the highest they can be upgraded to is A class, and yeah, I'm not having a Starship that's not S class. That's just fucking, yeah, no chance. I mean, I have a living frigate that's only A class, and up until quite recently it was only C class. You know, that's bad enough. That's already bringing down the standard of the fleet, quite, you know, by quite a margin. So, but yeah, there we go. No Man's Sky combat. I wouldn't say I've mastered it, but let's just say I do okay. You know, I get by. So I don't know when the next No Man's Sky video or live stream is going to be. With the videos, it tends to be if I find something, you know, good, and I think that other players would be interested, then I'll do a quick video and upload it. I mean, you've seen it a couple of times already. That tends to be the you know, how it goes with that. With regards to the live stream, yeah, I probably want to make a bit more progress in the game before I do another live stream, because otherwise it's going to be pretty much along, you know, identical lines to this. So I want there to be something, you know, that I can show and I can be doing that you've not already seen in a previous stream. I mean, I know there's a big No Man's Sky update coming out in the summer. There always is. So we've got that approaching. So who knows what that is going to bring. I'm fairly sure that one of the things it's bringing is the ability to make custom built solar ships. Yeah, we've already got, you know, haulers, fighters, and explorers. But yeah, we already saw that you know, custom built solar ships are coming, and yeah, I think that this, you know, the big update will be that, you know, that's when it will get added. Hopefully there'll be another expedition coming along as well, or failing that, the chance to you know, do some of the earlier expeditions that we missed out on. Which, well, out of the 13 that there are, I missed out on 10. So yeah, yeah, I wouldn't say no to the chance to go back and catch up on those. But that'll do for this stream then. So yeah, until whenever the next time is, fuck knows when that'll be, what game it'll be covering, or what. Go away.